so wie wir es hören, for he himself, as we hear it, right? For he himself has come to take us home. So we can say that in any language. I can say it in German, I can say it in Spanish, como él ha llegado a guiarnos, acompañarnos a casa. And of course, whatever language is maybe the best language that you understand this message as it is given by Christ's mind. That is the language maybe that you want to hear in order to have the most direct experience in the joining with Him. And then experience, yes, it is true. I'm not really here, I'm really home. What I see is not really there. It's not really there to be seen, and it's not really there in truth. And that's the truth. The truth is that the world I see isn't really there to be seen. It might upset me, and those are the first lessons in the workbook of A Course in Miracles. I'm upset because I see something that isn't there. But my meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. And the reason that I find myself here is to become very, very clear that there isn't really anything going on. To be very, very clear about the nature of the illusion as I defined myself and made up the dream in which I identified myself with as a human being, as part of this world. And it is a complete action of forgiveness. It is, as we were sharing it the last time, swear not to die, Holy Son of God. You are the Holy Son of God. Turn away from any idea of death, sickness, separation from your source. And this action of mind will show us and does show us that we are more, something completely different than what we thought we are or how we defined ourselves. And that is literally He who came to accompany us home, to guide us home, to show us the way home, to show us that actually we haven't left home. What does that have to do with the world I see? Nothing whatsoever. The world I see holds nothing that I want. There is a world I really, I truly want. And it is impossible to see two worlds. Those are like 2, 3 very important lessons in this Course in Miracles. And somehow I've come to this chapter 29, and it is the awakening chapter, isn't it? And like Jesus gives us pretty much in these last chapters at the end of this textbook, like everything to show us, hey, look, you're the dreamer of the dream, and this is a dream of separation. This is a dream of completely impossibility. You cannot even control yourself in that dream. But look, you are the hero of the dream. The hero of the dream is you, the one in the awakening, waking up from the dream, remembering now that none of what you see in the world, or as you see that the world affects you, can truly affect the eternal nature, what you are, the love in which you are created and which you have remained to be. You are love. You are God's love. You are perfect creation. And it doesn't have degrees, it doesn't have an opposite. you cannot be anything else, you are basically stuck forever and forever, eternally with the truth, with that creative light in which you are created and are perfect and whole and healed. And you are not of this world. You do not belong to this world. And therefore, there is a counter dream given us. Jesus calls it the alternative. And in this dream, in which um, He is your savior, He is your friend, the guy next to you, your brother, or your enemy, but He's the one next to you, and He is your savior. He will give you the opportunity that you change what you thought would be justifiable or worth defending. You will let that go. You will let go any of those ideas of hallucinations as the ego has designed it and made it up in our mind in order to reconsider. Your savior in truth is not your enemy in hate. That's how he expresses it in chapter 29. And we might go to that a little later because we also have a wonderful lesson of the day to share, or just to have and share that experience of that lesson. I'm very grateful to have been given such a message, to have been given such a friend, to have been given such a directive, to have been given such a reference. It is a true reference. It is the reference from out of time. And because that reference doesn't really allow me to settle in between of interpretations and meanings of something less than total, I can only deny it completely, and then it is nothing in the mind, or I accept it completely, and then it is all of ourself, our true self. And in that, I really see myself and welcome myself as He sees you and me, each and every one of us. And if there is anything that is felt of the sense, what's going on here, what's wrong here in this perceptual world, it can only be in its entirety. It can only be an upset in its entirety of what we made up for ourselves as a reality, and use that opportunity to ask for the truth, receive the truth, remember the truth, recognize the truth, that it is not so, that it is not what we are. That what we are cannot be seen by the body's eyes, cannot be heard by body's ears, cannot be felt through whatever type of sensory organs. That what we are is a fact. That what we are is singular. That what we are is power of mind, power of love. That is what we share. And then maybe this is exactly how here it is expressed in that next song, I must follow. See, there isn't really a choice. We must follow home. We must follow the truth. We must follow Him who has been given us to represent the wholeness of who we are in God. exactly like this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you.